So it's 7:15. Back to good old times, huh? At the community center during the week, small group. If you saw the previous video, I'm still thinking. It's still bothering me, that woman. Because if she comes at me, because she would come, she's not organized, she doesn't keep paper files and stuff like that. And I'm not going to help her anymore. Just because I'm not going to bend backwards over you if you got a temperament like that. You can just go fuck yourself, right? This should be the other way. So I'm debating how I should handle this person. Should I handle it with saying, because I'm not going to go out and tell her that you're a fucking bitch, get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? I'm going to be very, polite. And you say I don't have the files anymore, or whatever, or I'm not able to, or... Because... have to deal with these crazies with silk gloves. But I don't want to have anything to do with her, I'm going to have to mull it over, see what happens. And hopefully I'll never have to work with this one again. So, yeah. So it's 8:32 a.m. on Wednesday, the 12th of November 2025. So apparently it's normal. What's normal? I forget. I woke up at around 4 something, around 4:30. I went to bed around 8 or 9. Because I have to work at 3, have to leave by 2, but you know what? Apparently the strike is over, but the weekend it's still not sure because there's 2 strikes. So it could be Saturday. I'll be walking for an hour. Well, yeah, at least I can go to the other shopping center to get some groceries. And by strike, I mean the transit strike. It's snowing a lot here. And off to the gym. I took 300 milligrams of caffeine. When I woke up, I was completely out of it. I guess because I got 8 hours sleep. Circadian rhythm's off. I did more work. Well, got more things done. I've been watching. It's been several days now just watching stuff on that. Getting things done. David Allen. Information is helping me right now. Validating certain things. And in one of the videos, it was a podcast with other people on it, and they were talking about Howard Stern. David Allen was talking about Howard Stern following the GTD. And I'm like, so I did a YouTube search, and then I did a YouTube search. I have to redo this clip, and it's like a big TEDx talk, but it's not a TEDx talk, but it's a presentation, and it's very interesting. It reminds me of years ago when I was promoting things I was doing, and I was so into it. And as I slowly moved away from that, it became very harder for me to do that again. Lack of confidence too, but more things to do, and then I couldn't keep up with other things. So this has really piqued my interest as I develop these habits of getting things done. To allow for my creativity. Speaking of which, I don't care about the copyright, but yesterday I gave a class which was supposed to be a small class. It was 7 people. But it was a great class. It was so much fun because there's a few people in there that it was cool. But one guy who used to hit on me when I had my first boyfriend at the club. And I had followed him a little bit. I knew he was actor, model. And I didn't recognize it was him because he's a lot older and wiser and whatever. And it wasn't his name. But then he eventually said in front of the class, because I have everyone introduce themselves when we get to the third chapter and we do like an interactive thing. You have to get up, introduce yourself, and write one thing that we check before, if we have to call 911 or whatever. So then he kind of explained in front of the class, that his name, but then the name he uses. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I never mentioned anything that I remember that or whatever. He didn't either, so. But he seemed very attentive, and it was very good. It was a good energy, and he liked my humor. And there was another woman he was with. So like he was there just for interest. She was there because of something else, but they ended up both being actors, as I found out, even though she was working in the school too, which is why she went. And I finally got up the nerve, at least when she started talking about it, that she was also an actress, and I was like, do you know any workshops I can take? And so that got the ball rolling. And then the other guy I was with, who's an electrician with a good job, got a new job and was happy, who left with the exam, by the way. I had to make a note of that. He left with it. That's the first time that happened. I didn't realize till like a minute later when he was gone. So that being said, they already had given me some people, just haphazardly. They said they would send me stuff, but the woman did. So that was good. I didn't open it yet, but I already had enough information to people and a technique to not get myself less scammed, And it was really fun. And this is what I was wanting to do because I did a Google search online and I couldn't find anything that rang to me, because it's like looking in a phone book. And of course he didn't send anything because he was focusing on driving the other guy to the subway. You know what I mean? So anyways, so that was a good thing, so I can follow up on that. Because I had already tried improv last year, and it was good, it was challenging. I didn't vibe with people there, and the thing that made me stop was because they had offered a free class to people in the LGBT, and then it didn't work out, and then they removed it, and then it was like, I don't get emails. It was sketchy. I was like, I have to keep begging for free classes, and you have that announced, and like you're finagling it, and it's like level 2 was canceled, and then, you know what? It's like I'm going through hoops for this, really. So yeah. All right, so it's 10:55. Let me cross the street here. Yeah, I was looking at the pharmacies for, possible stuff I would need before I go home from the gym. But I had two granola bars, and now I have to go, number 2. And I went to 2 pharmacies, and I was like supposed to go to the grocery store, and it's like, ooh. So I have to leave by 2. So I'm gonna go home, do whatever, crash for a bit, go out to the corner, like nearby store to get granola bars at least, because I don't have any more. I just have a few in one. Damn, I was in the middle of talking. Anyways, go to the store near me to get granola bars. So I won't be able to go to the store that I wanted to go to because I stopped off at the pharmacies because I haven't been there for a while. And I don't think I'll be running out to that store, coming back home, then going to work. And tomorrow I might be going to Apple Store to make an appointment for Sunday, which I have off too, to go check about the the voice, the sound on the Apple camera, which I haven't been using. I've been using Instagram Reels and downloading clips. Alright, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Is it because I'm on my way home, psychologically? Is it because... Yeah, because my stuff... It could be just the anxiety being in those places. Or it could be those two cashew granola bars that did it. It stimulated something. Had I not eaten, maybe I'd be okay, but then I'd be extremely hungry, so. But on a good note, I finally got over the procrastination hump of preparing my lesson plan for the class in December. So it's a month away. I have to start now. And I don't know where it's going to take me, but what I did was I put the papers that I printed out from the book, put them in a page protector, have my silver silver moleskin book with fluorescent sides. I brought it with me to add to something to do at the gym. Just read a page at a time, take notes, and that's it. So I have my to-do list of what I do at the gym, which doesn't mean the exercises. It means if I got to scan, which I did, I scanned 2 pages in the Bujo. So every time I'm there, I'll scan a few pages to save that as a file. Transferring exercises to notes, which I do, the PRs. Editing and uploading video when it's finished, So those things. Those are my gym to do things. And now it's to take notes. Easy peasy. Just keep it moving a little bit every day. Consistent. Because if I wait for a time to sit down and do it, it ain't happening. It's been a couple of weeks. So I'll have to find plan B. Change the environment. Just do a little bit. Doesn't require that much brain power, Yeah. Just keep that moving so it's done by the time I need to teach. And I even got something from it. There are situations described, and I'm like, damn it. I can make another copy of that, cut them up, and give them to the students so I don't have to describe the scenario. They could just read it. So it makes it a lot easier. And they're good, decent scenarios, so. So it's 1:17. There's supposed to be buses slowly starting. Right now I don't see anything. I'm going to get some quick groceries. I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. I packed my bags except for my food bag. I had the rest of the frozen peas and small little shrimp from a long time ago. Yeah, I wanted to go up the hill to get my cardio in. We'll see what happens for today. I don't know. Okay, so there is a bus. So there's hope. There's hope. Because otherwise I'd be like I'm leaving late. But whatever. So I've been listening more and more to Getting Things Done. I watched the Howard Stern speech about that, about 2/3 of it. And then I was like, wait a minute, let me look for where he's talking about the book. So I did find something he was talking about that. He was coached. And I'm like, oh. So like each different person who talks about it, it starts to make a little bit more sense. So like I've been creating lists. A grocery list. A list. I have it like to-do list, but like my My to-do list is at the gym, what I need to do, not in terms of exercises, but other work, because I do that too. So it's validating that I have to put into context. When I'm at the gym, I could do this stuff. Whew. All right, it's 2:33. There we go. Got in, opened up everything. I gotta just set that up, but at least the screens are on. All's good with that. I just gotta put in the right USB key, teach the class. The subway worked, so good for that. All right, so it's 2:24 a.m. We are Thursday. Yeah, November 13th, 2024. 25. Smells like glue, like a really strong product. Strong glue, or was that paint? I don't know. It's really strong. Kind of like it, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to inhale that too much. Maybe it's... yeah. Maybe it's homeless who... Maybe they got in and... Maybe they're sniffing glue or whatever. Oh. You see that? Can you see him? No? I don't know. Okay. What is it? Glue sniffing? Was it? Someone got in and started sniffing? I don't know. Anyways, I'm off to the gym. I'm pretty okay. I did have 200 milligrams of caffeine though. And I only had like under 4 hours sleep. Intentionally, because keeping this routine is more important to me. Because it allows me to feel accomplished. That's more important. I missed that. She said, I fucking hate you, you fucking Arab. I'm an Arab? Are you American? We're in Canada, come on. Welcome to the underground. The night... Oh, she's still swearing. You fucking Arab? Not Arab, but Arab? Oh my God. This is how the druggers talk. There's all fights and stuff like that. Oh my God. Maybe the girl who just screamed out all those obscenities is American. You know. That's what happens. Come to Montreal, start over, start a new leaf. Oh my God. Anyways, I watched the past couple of days The Truth Girls. It's a channel from here. But the woman is like, I'm guessing she's around 60, you know. But it makes me look sane. I have nothing else to say about that. It's entertainment, I guess. But I've been watching a lot more of GTD. I'm still on that GTD trip because there's a lot of podcasts and there's other GTD trainers and it's like there's little nuggets of information if I let the podcast play, you know. And when I got up today at 1, I wanted to get out. I got out, obviously, 20 minutes too late, but hey, that's okay, Tone. That's okay. That's from Kill Tony, Timmy No Briggs. That's okay, Tone. That's okay. Oh my God, I'm in one of those moods. That's good. A little bit caffeine induced, but a little bit that I feel like I have some control of things today. Even though when I woke up I didn't have any control. I was like, I want to get out early. I'm really out of it, you know. Also, I know I have my nurse appointment at 9, and then after that it's like there's a few things I'm going to do. We'll see if I could do them, but there's no work. But I accepted another contract on Sunday. I don't want to talk about that right now. But when I woke up, I'm like, okay, I'm going to schedule the email of the list, the rosters from yesterday's classes, because she demands them quickly. The grandma, as she likes to be called. And then do the bill for the class I taught about 2 days ago. So I did that. And then, of course, it includes putting away the paper version. And it includes transferring those files to the hard drive. Like that's what that little thing takes, you know? So I had to make a conscious decision to... That's still not clear. Conscious decision to not do other things. I had no laundry to take out. So, of course, when I get back, I could crash. I could do some of that stuff. Whatever. What's the next step, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. And I'm able to get back to it. I feel like I'm not going to abandon those things, you know what I mean? So that's also what's making me happy. And this is the first time in ever I've never had that trust on my list. I don't have on my list like the GTD, but I'm starting to understand the importance of it and not constantly rewriting something. Whereas Ryder Carroll's bullet journal method is about rewriting stuff and reflecting, and that's all fine and dandy with certain things. But not having something in my head all the time. Bits of everything, right? So I was like, okay, when I get home, I have to transcribe things from my red book to the budget Excel. I haven't done that in a couple of days. And what else have I missed? That's what I was thinking. And I'm like, you know what? I got that to-do list that I created. When I get home, I'll just open it and look at it. And then do what I need to do from it. I was like, mind exploded. I don't have to dwell upon it. So that was like a mini epiphany. Like, that's how it works. To not have anything in your head. There you go. And I slept okay. I took my time sleeping because I knew I was only not going to get much sleep anyways, so I didn't stress it. But I was stressing about seeing the nurse today because she had referred me to this social worker to help me with my financial situation, which my financial situation is my doing now because I haven't written the letter that I need to write to the government. But anyways, I felt like, what am I going to say to her? That he's an idiot? Because it was the worst thing to do. But then I'm thinking, I guess the whole thing is to just try to get me to try and make a decision, and that's it. I know she didn't have any bad intention after that. I know that. And of course, now that I'm caffeinated, I don't have to think in a critically mean way towards the person. So I could focus on my workout. And I brought my work again, like I did yesterday, to take notes for the course I'm going to teach in a month and keep up with the lesson plan, because it's not my lesson plan. I have to follow the book's lesson plan, so I have to go over the book.